of ERP consulting related activity. So we work nearly about 2 decades, work nearly about 100 plus implementations of even SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, even the BOM, JD Edwards, many products. Work with many implementers as well, like Siemens, TCS, PwC, IBM, many stuff. So what we realized after working nearly about 2 decades is there is no solid product available for the mid segment, right? So we have either a Tally or you have a kind of an SAP. In between there is no good product. So even though there are some product vendors, they came out with many products like Ramco tried and the Tata Own tried and the Roadmap. There are some products, but they couldn't actually penetrate into the market with the way what the SMEs are typically looking for. So we did an area R&D about 6 months. Then we found a product called the Tiny ERP. That is in 2010. That is the time that I think we changed the name from Tiny ERP to Open ERP. So as you all know, from Open ERP they changed it to Oodu. So that time we actually partnered with Oodu. So that time it's called Tiny ERP. So nearly about 14 years we enjoyed. And the last year we won the Best Partner Award also. So currently we have done more than about 70 plus implementations in India. And mostly our target segment is where we talk about is mostly Indian customers. Right? You would have seen like a lot of players like you would have done many offshore projects, but we focus more on Indian projects, but we do also kind of offshore projects as well. So about us, as I said, about 14 years, 30 plus years of experience in ERP segment, we are the first gold partner, 60 plus consultants sitting in Coimbatore, and 70 plus enterprise implementation, more than 100 plus projects in overall India. So this is the award which we received last time in Belgium. Okay, coming to the topic, today we will talk about more of the topic assigned to me is more of implementing Oodu for Indian customers, challenges and opportunities. So I would say the opportunities are more. As I said, there is no good product available. Definitely Oodu actually it's a right fit for many of the industries, I would say. Because it's not a very industry specific product, even though Oodu is coming out with an industry specific product, with a kind of a global framework what they have. This can be fit into any kind of a company. So today morning also you would have seen like whether it's a street vendor or whether it's a 10,000 crore company, so Oodu fits. So that is a kind of a like the range what they have, right? That kind of a framework. So today I will be touching more about the challenges now, right? Opportunities, yes, it's there. So not talk about much on that. But that is the challenges that we will actually see. So this, again, I start with the disclaimer, this is not only the challenges it may be there in the ERP, these are the challenges what we face and what kind of and trying to give a kind of a solution also. So how we can actually come out with it or even manage the particular challenges, right? So the first challenge is even when you start with the kind of an ERP. So even we need to start with kind of an awareness. So many companies, even if they go to kind of an SME, maybe operating in a Tally, right? So mostly they do all the processes kind of manually, but ultimately just finishing something in Tally and it goes the books. So when you talk about even something, the overall how the ERP process works. Okay, earlier also, in fact, these are quite long problem that we have. Sometimes it will be express mode. When ERP comes, then ERP does everything, and in fact, I don't need to do anything. So that kind of a mindset. Or if ERP comes, it will do everything. So in fact, I may not be having actually any kind of a work in this. So that kind of fear also is there in the mindset, right? So both are wrong. In fact, ERP is just a tool, right? We need to educate them on what is actually ERP, what it in fact it can actually do for you, and you have to set a kind of right expectations, right? So it's basically even many company, even you take any manufacturing sector, whether it is more of a cost also, we need to educate them. Whether what kind of reliable mechanism that you have, what kind of whether it is a make to order or a make to stock, even they will not be able to even figure it out. With a small company, even they won't be thinking like that. And whether when it comes to kind of an accounting also, a lot of things that they need to teach. So we need to talk about what is the Anglo-Saxon method, what is the real-time evaluation, what is standard price, whether should I have a weighted average. So today again they are coming out with a not unit evaluation also. So what is best for me? So the moment when we talk about an ERP as a vendor, that if you are going for an implementation, but whereas in fact lot of inputs that we need to give to them on their decision making, right? So what is the business that they have to follow? So again, as being a vendor in ERP, I think we have to educate them on what would be the best approach. Like okay, the limitation also. Like just like that, we can't implement everything, and we should not expect set a kind of a great expectation as well. We need to be in a set the realistic expectation. So basically, educate about ERP, setting up of the right expectations, and eradicate the myth that they say that if ERP comes, so everything that it will do or it will do the job. So this is one first challenge. The second challenge is the cost constraints. So you know that even Fabian expects that it's a very price sensitive Indian customers, right? So when you compare with that kind of a market, obviously Oodu is cheapest. I would say the kind of the functionality what it offers. But the challenge it comes. So again with the community and enterprise. So obviously that if we prefer it's a community, it's absolutely free, then why I should go for an enterprise, right? So again, the first sale that has to happen even from there out, there itself. What is the cost, what is the benefit impact that we will get it for the enterprise, right? So again, cost is one thing. So today, even if you pay just kind of a one user, you may get about all 60 plus apps and plus even 1,000 plus free apps from the Oodu store. But the challenge is, who will do the implementation of all the modules? So suppose if I wanted to go for only a cost, then when I talk about the cost, it has all the elements, right? So one is the product license, the second is whether you want to go for an SH or not, the third is about all your implementation cost. So when I'm not only talking about the product maybe they may say simply like say you pay 890 or 580, so you will get everything free. But when it comes to an implementation, they think that all the 60 apps implementation also would be almost on the price range. They are mainly thinking about the implementation cost. So when I go and implement it even for say one module, suppose a simple purchase inventory, like maybe the cost, then implementation cost would be different. When I add again the quality, manufacturing and all this stuff, again the implementation would be different. Again subsequently when I extend, so whether the repair or whether it is your HR, payroll, recruitment. So many things are available. Yes, you are getting it for 580, but what happens is when it comes to kind of an implementation, right? So again, the education part that we need to start, and I propose normally you start with a small thing. So give a kind of a taste. So whatever you split between the core and support to sort of a model. Okay, so you educate them that first, okay, let's start with the pressing problem or a pressing need that what we are facing it now. Let's go with the purchase, sales, and inventory, accounting kind of stuff, then slowly extend it to all other models. So like that, in fact, we need to talk about the right expectation as well as what is the pressing need, so that will really add value to their business. So that's the main point that we need to talk about. So third biggest point is the resource limitations. So whenever we talk about it, in fact, you know that in fact you would have handled, if you have seen any Taiwan ERP, right? Even if you wanted to implement an SAP, there will be 10 or 14 consultants who will be sitting there. So they say that one is a FICO expert, then one is Z. Like that, in fact, you will have so many people, and the tech also that you will have 3-4 people. But that time, in fact, the costing is all completely different. But when we go for an implementation, even the people are asking for a few lives, right? So where we deploy, we can't even afford to have a module specific person. One is the resource from our end. Similarly, whatever the area that we are talking about, the similar resource should be available here also. So there in MSME, in fact, the same person will do the purchase, same person will do the inventory, and even the accountant will do all other job. So maybe, in fact, you will have only about 2-3 people, but doing everything, but they will not be having any kind of a staff capacity. right? So then when it comes to kind of an ERP implementation, then you are asking many things. So one is right from the process definition, right from the testing, then you have to call them for a training, and suddenly they have a mindset that I need to run for 3 months or 4 months parallelly, then only I will go live. All those things, who will enter the data in both legacy and as well as in Oodu? Right? It is not possible. So typically, again we say that these are the area, this is how that we should operate it. I do understand that in fact there is a resource constraint for you, but whereas we should not deviate any kind of our method. Right? So where we create a clear plan. Even if you want to wait 2 hours or something, whether the accountant need only 2 hours he has to spend, then he has to go, he can go. So then maybe the purchase or identity somebody that is something that you want to train, you train accordingly. Or even manufacturing you train accordingly. So clear plan, and don't skip any process because of the people are not available or whatever it is, and adopt the need to basis, because again it's not that everything that everybody should understand even at the time place, right? So have a clear kind of team right from the beginning, and even though there is a minimum team, let's say I'm saying that 2-3 people or 4 people, get involved right from the beginning, clearly set the kind of roles and responsibilities for them, and see that in fact they are coming to our methodology, that we are not, and also make sure that in fact we are not going to their methodology. The fourth challenge is customization. So whenever you talk about, see, like again, even though it is a small business or even 1,000 crore business or whatever it is, they all think that in fact their business is unique. Okay, so they are actually coming from different world, and in fact I only operated this way, and they try to actually challenge all the kind of the standard scenario or even the very big projects or whatever the features that you are having, but they will kind of come and find out kind of a new way in terms of whatever the area that in fact that they are looking for. And at that time, in fact, we need to be very clear and say that, see, whenever, again, especially when it comes to an MSME segment, right? So the large scale, or maybe when you are talking about 5,000 crore, 10,000 crore, and adopting different product is completely different ballgame. Even you can spend in crores, even only for a customization. But here, the customization also, again, they don't pay. They say that it's all part of your area of implementation. So first of all, they get into the first step, even finalizing the scope itself, in fact, they will not even accept the customization charges and extra means they will not accept. So they say that, no, sir, don't put all these classes. I want everything to be implemented. So this is all that their mindset is. So again, when they are also coming up with, we need to be very clearly explain that whatever the challenges that when you have a kind of problem, if you go for a customization, so even the upgrade and all those issues, that which we need to talk about. And mostly that we try to work around, see that in fact whatever the solution that we are doing work around, not very customization. So another challenge is the process standardization and documentation. So especially nobody talks about documentation, especially when it comes to MSME implementation. So what we feel is very, very important. Because the moment, right from suppose even if you are implementing like 2 or 3 months or whatever it is, a short period, right? The first 2 months they will not say anything. So everything is okay. But at the moment when you go for a billing or final milestone payment or even at the time of go live, that time only they will come out with 1,000 requirements, right? So they that is again, sir, I will ask this way, why your basic ERP even this doesn't address this kind of requirements? Like this, in fact, they will be talking about. So we have to clearly define. That's what in fact I said. They explain the concept clearly and prepare a kind of a basic process. Even though if it is take a time, yes, this is very important project, like a process that you should not skip it. Make a documentation, and if it's possible, get a sign off also from them. So we have a clear methodology that in fact without signing off the process document, we will not even touch the Oodu. Not even a single configuration, not even a simple customization, we will touch the Oodu. So once we finalize the entire process, that is our you call Bible or whatever it is, right? So that is important. So make sure that in fact you are preparing the entire process so that complete again understand their business process also, and suggest whatever the simplest way that in fact where in fact they can adopt in the use of product. And change management. The change management is another very very critical, especially what we've seen is especially with the Tally users. Right? The moment in fact they use a Tally, coming out of Tally it's a kind of a very big problem. And even though we say that sir, everything is automated, then the purchase day, just receive a click of a button, you are receiving inventory, click of a button, you are creating a bill, click of a button, you are posting it, nobody in fact even recognizes. So sometimes they think that in fact that is the best product available in the world, right? Of course, I'm not disputing whether it is a product designed for kind of an accountant and whether it's best. But whereas when it comes to kind of a change, this thing, then it becomes a kind of a big issue. So initially we conduct a kind of a change management workshops, right? So change management workshops, this is how that in fact it works, and this is the benefit that you will be getting by actually implementing this particular product. Like that, in fact, you kind of set a clear expectations and conduct a change management workshop, then will drive. Again, for an MSME, without compromise commitment, nothing works. So it's kind of an accelerator in the car. The moment when the management actually pedals, then it actually goes for some time. If the MD is busy or if he is not getting involved and he is going somewhere for his own business or marketing or something, then that's it. So only thing, his visibility, the entire thing right. So make sure that we set a clear even a calendar for it. So minimum at least you need to be have a fortnightly meeting or at least a monthly sales meeting, something like that. And whatever the critical process, right? Whether when it comes to kind of repairing business process or any accepting any kind of changes or anything that in fact will involve the management. So without their commitment, in fact nothing works. And the data migration, as just previously somebody asked, right? So everyone is expecting, I don't know why, like, but everybody started saying that okay, say if I go for it, whether last 3 year data will come or not. I do agree there are some industry, they need to take care of those data. For example, if I am selling, I am in a capital industry, I am actually also in a service, right? I would have sold more than about 1 lakh machines or something, or pumps or something, which it comes for a service, I need to know. By scanning, receiving number or something, I should know, right? Or some even a sales analysis, or a people, customer analysis, for a BA. So there are some specific purpose they will be asking for an historical data. Further, in fact, we can actually work around, see that in fact how we can actually do the data, okay, for those analysis. We can't say that no, I don't import all the data, but so that we will not do any kind of analysis. That's not, that also bad, but at the same time, we can't just come and say, okay, I will upload a 5 year data. That is also bad. So we need to have a kind of a middle solution. So we need to understand why they are actually asking for it, and if that is a business critical, you find a way and then you try to do that. Then project management. So major thing that in fact where we face, in fact it is a challenges, of course, they have their own business and they are making money, and even staff in fact they are getting a salary on a monthly basis. But as a project management, like for us it's very very important, right? Because they are mostly that we will be going with a fixed commitment, fixed salary, fixed fee. So in that case, whether the project delays for 3 months or 6 months, no one bothers, right? So, but whereas we have to pay the salary to our people. So the project management have a clear time plan with the milestone, with the commitment, both end in fact it has to be same, and even it can be some certain escalation clause also. So everything put together, you arrive at kind of a project management plan, and as well as just stick to that. And please do not deviate on the any kind of methodology, because I have seen in many times that we fail, especially during the training, and when it comes to kind of a user acceptance testing, they don't do proper testing, they will not give proper training. Then once you go live, then you will have kind of all sort of an issue. Then correcting it becomes a kind of a nightmare for us, right? So have a correct plan and set a milestone very clearly, and don't deviate anything from that. And of course, Indian accounting, earlier it is a challenge, because right from whether TCS, TDS, whether the PAN account linking, all those things, the people obviously that they will be expecting. there was a gap, and I think slowly Oodu is trying to address, and hope so. Still, whatever the morning I saw, again they are just adding the TCS and everything manually only. Only at least they are giving a kind of a warning. That is kind of an improvement. But whereas the people, the expectation is if it goes below the value, automatically the TC should apply and come. So there are some challenges, yes, it is there. So where we need to in fact talk to the people, because I won't say 100% ready in all terms, but we need to understand what can be done and what is not possible, right? So we need to really educate them and set the right expectation. And the data security part. So the data security part typically, again on a cloud, still they will be using many things. Like WhatsApp, they don't actually see the terms and conditions. Even the Gmail, they don't see the terms and conditions, many things. But when it comes to kind of Oodu, and again when you are talking about an online and SH, they will be talking about many things data security, right? So again we have a data center, certificate data center, C-star level certifications, everything. So that also that when you can talk, because whenever they talk about it's open source, again it's a kind of a myth. They say that open source means it's not secure. I don't know why. I said that in fact even so you are having between your own system, because this is the only product in fact it provides you an on-prem model. When you are implementing the question of data security, no sir, it's open source. So these kind of challenges obviously will be facing in PDP. And I think ROI, the previous years actually put all the kind of section. But the problem is really I'm not sure how many people are really doing that kind of ROI, the way we are able to educate. Because most of the time, like whatever that we talk about the Excel sheet, we will not be adding data. Only 1%, 2%, 3% will be there, he does everything. And even for sitting on ROI, I think you have to charge, and that will be maybe another 1 month exchange or whatever it is, collecting more data, putting value, and again converting it. So this is again a big challenge. So we need to, as I said, right? So we have to balance both in terms of the customer expectation and as well as our ROI also. Yeah, I'm just coming to the summary. So as I said, ERP is going to integrate all the process, business process. So it's not a simple app, like one app that really put on a website or email or something like that. So it requires a complete change, it's required in all aspects. So we need to conduct a lot of change management and we need to ensure that they are aligned to our methodology. And ERP implementation requires a commitment from every individual. It is not only shop floor, top floor, whatever we talk about, and from our end also. So it requires a commitment from every individual. And this is a business problem. It's not just an IT problem. It's just not a kind of one software implementation per se. Because when it comes to ERP, it's a completely a business solution that we are providing, and it requires that kind of an effort and management in that way. So we need to set a kind of realistic expectation. And change management is key to success, and they implement on time and on budget. So be in the top 10% to succeed. So thank you so much. I think I'm on time. So you can just scan this for any, just to contact me. Right? If I have I think 5 minutes, then I can take few questions if you have it.